All right, what's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book entitled, Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father. Amazon Kindle Create Space. No black love without self-love. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't know if I guess this is a black woman rant. I don't know, but I'm gonna say these things, um, just so you ladies can understand something. One of the biggest problems with the lack of black love is really black women's lack of self-love, because over the years I've noticed that the black women who have black love themselves, but the majority of black women don't love themselves, and it shows in the weave culture, the excessive makeup culture, the excessive, how can I say this, the excessive slutty culture, the excessive tattoo culture, the excessive drinking culture, the excessive overweight culture, the excessive feminist culture, the excessive just bad decision making culture that's just overlooked. Like the women that I know that are happy, they are not mentally in the same space, and some of them used to be mentally in the same space. So when you observe people and when you talk to them, there's a point where you have the conversation where these women lived and learned, or some women had just the common sense to say, I'm not going in that direction. But without self-love, that's why there's all the skepticism. It's not, truth be told, it's not really all black men this, men need to do that, men need to do this, a lot of times the reason why a lot of women accept dope boys, bad boys, dusty dudes, slick talkers, guys who just have swag and no substance, and all the type of guys that are not good in long term, is because they don't love themselves enough to think they deserve, or they're on the same level, or they've earned to be with a good guy that will love them and care about them, you know. And that's part of the culture of undermining. When they meet a good guy, it's always he's got to be something negative. And the problem with him, with meeting a good guy and saying he has to be something negative, and always being skeptical, is, you know, to fight to push good guys away, and to fight to stay with bad guys who mean you no good. That says a lot about self-hate, because you fight to be in a dysfunctional situation. And some of you ladies don't catch it. Some of you ladies are really oblivious to your bad decision making until you get older or get wiser. And sometimes you literally got to get your ass kicked. You literally got to get cheated on. You literally got to get caught in a bad situation, or you literally got to get played. You literally got to get your money stolen or some shit like that. Then it's like, oh, I ain't fucking with people like this no more. Like, that's ridiculous. There comes a point where you got to be real with yourself, because a lot of times it's hard for the good guys to get with women And it's hard for good guys and good women to meet up because it's a sea of dysfunctional bullshit artists in the middle that's swagger jackers. Like, the reason why, one of the reasons why, quote unquote, lame guys dislike the quote unquote bad boys is because the women who like bad boys and the bad boys themselves are really lame guys, swagger jackers. Every quality that they want, that they like in the quote unquote lame guys or the good guys, they like the quality. They just don't want it. They want to put it in the bad guy. Like if a dope boy could be consistent and responsible, just it doesn't even have to be the complete way, but just a quarter of responsible and consistent, like the lame guy that they don't want or the good guy they don't want, they can accept that. He can still do all the bullshit that she doesn't like and that she fights to her friends to say it's okay because he has a taste of good guy in him, right? And that's the using quote unquote the Steve Harvey 80-20 rule. A lot of times ladies want 80% bad boy and 20% good guy. And it doesn't work. Like, the black community shows that it doesn't work. Listen, if bad boys were so good, why do black women complain about black love? Why do black women have this stereotype that black men ain't shit? Because everybody says, black men say this, black women say this, the older generation says this, kids that are younger say this. Y'all like fucked up dudes. And everybody knows it. But these guys, but you want the good guy to fix the community. But see, there was an old saying, you break it, you buy it. If you broke something, as in the community, you fix it. If the dope boy broke the community, tell the dope boy to fix it. If the bad boy broke the community, tell the bad boy to fix it. If the Rolling Stone broke the community, tell the Rolling Stone to fix it. Don't tell the quote unquote good guy to fix some shit that he didn't break. Don't tell a lame guy to fix some shit that he didn't break. Don't tell the guy, the hard working blue collar guy, to fix some shit that he didn't break, because as that guy was trying to maintain, because they don't want to deal with everybody else's bullshit. The reason I'm saying this is because there ain't gonna be no black love until the self-love is addressed. And you could blame parenting, I get that, but a lot of this self-hate that black women were taught by other black women. So if you ain't gonna address that, what are we talking about? A lot of the TV propaganda of black women feeling, buying into the bullshit of being the negative depictions of black women. I mean, I get that, but I don't get why you're grown and you're adults and you're watching shit that depicts you negatively and then you following it. Like, the black women I know who are happy, they're not into watching shit that make black women look bad, and they're not into emulating that shit either. That shit ain't cute. That shit ain't cool. So, and you think that, some of us men who got it together are turned off by black women's looks. No, we're not turned off. Black women are beautiful. Black women age better than anybody. Usually got to look better than everybody. But there are a lot of beautiful single black women because black men just can't deal with the bullshit mentality. It just goes too far. It's just like over the top. Like imagine imagine a black man with the same self-hate issues as black women, and how that would go. Like imagine a black man. Okay, like if I take this hat off, imagine me with a blonde wig, Ted Koppel wig on, right? And then telling you I'm protecting my bald head because it's a protective style, right? And imagine me being extra effeminate and say I'm a strong, independent black man who don't need a woman for shit. At the same time, looking depressed and crazy as hell, and every black woman I come across, I'm trying to use her and play her, and I'm dealing with strippers, hood rats, thots, and gold diggers consistently, and then saying that all black women ain't shit, and I can't find a good one. When I meet good black women, I purposely be an asshole to them and push them away, and then don't understand it. Imagine me calling the cops on a black woman I get in an argument with because I know I could get her arrested. Imagine reversing the roles and saying, would you deal with that? No. And would you say, me as a black man, I really cared and loved myself? No. You would say I'm on something, like I'm really self-destructive, self-deprecating. So how the fuck am I going to be any good in a relationship? But when you say this about sisters, it's like, oh, what are you talking about? Come on, like really? The reason why there is no black love is because a lot of you sisters don't love yourselves. You ain't nobody can love a person who can't love themselves, because you can only love a person to the extent that they love themselves. And until that part is fixed, there's gonna be some issues. I'm just saying.